Hi, we're here today because we've got a fantastic announcement for you. The Minister will be here shortly and he's going to announce the funding for Spinraza. There's been a few smiles and a massive amount of tears over the last couple of days and weeks to get this across the line, but we're finally there and today we get to celebrate and enjoy the moment. So come on in with us and watch it all unfold.
All right, well, welcome everybody today to Artvo, which is in itself a place of immense joy and happiness and opportunity, and I think that's a real message as to what we're doing here today. I'm delighted to be joined by Sarah Henderson, the member for Corangamite, who's been one of the great advocates for the families of these beautiful children with SMA, to Julie Sini, who as the head of SMA Australia and as somebody who understands this condition as well as anybody, has been fighting for all of the parents and all of the children. To Chris from Biogen for your support and compassion with the Compassionate Access Program, and to Professor Monique Ryan, Head of Neurology at the Royal Children's Hospital, who's really one of the great clinicians, not just here in Australia, but arguably in the entire Southern Hemisphere. But above all else, to the families and the children who are here today, children such as Hamish and Ali, Stephanie and Chloe, and all of the beautiful kids that we've met. We know that spinal muscular atrophy is such a difficult condition. In many cases, of course, it has been tragic over the years, and for parents, this is a message that nobody wants to hear. However, we know that perhaps 1 in 40 carry a genetic marker. When the combination of parents is such, that can lead to 1 in 6,000 births with an indication that relates to SMA. And the spinal muscular atrophy is a genetic disorder. It means that it has an impact on the motor neurons, and so the ability to control the muscles, and it can be a slow and agonising condition. But today is a day about genuine hope. This is the day where, under the Pharmaceutical Benefits Scheme, following the advice of the Advisory Committee, I am delighted to announce that the Australian Government will list, as of the 1st of June, the miracle treatment Spinraza on the Pharmaceutical Benefits Scheme. That means that a drug with a cost that would be beyond the reach of virtually every family, $367,000 a year, will be available to a patient population, all that require it, a likely population of about 160 families, and our investment is $240 million going forward. But it's not about the money, it's about the hope and the potential and the possibility. And it won't do everything in every case. We need to be very honest about this. But it has made a difference and will make a difference to so many families and so many beautiful children. The children that I've had the privilege to meet, and for whom Sarah and Julie and so many others have been fighting. And to all of the parents, this is your day, and to all of the beautiful children, this is your future. So I want to thank you and honour you. I'd also note it's a big health day. We've announced $39 million for vaccinating every mother, pregnant mother who seeks it, for whooping cough. That's an important investment. So every expectant mum can now be vaccinated on the National Immunisation Program. And similarly, I'm delighted that we've been able to announce $33 million to significantly expand the services of Lifeline, so those who need help can get help when they need it. It's a good day for health, and above all else, it's a good day for these beautiful children. Sarah?
Greg, thank you very much. Look, I just want to echo your remarks and say this is a wonderful day. And for Stephanie and Hamish in my electorate and their parents, I know this is absolutely life-changing, and what's particularly remarkable about this announcement is that just in a matter of weeks after the advisory committee made its recommendation, Greg, congratulations to you, because we have now made this announcement that this incredible, hopefully life-changing drug will be on the PBS. So to all the families, to the children who have been such amazing advocates, it's a very emotional day. It is a day that I hope will change the lives of many children, including Stephanie and Hamish. Congratulations to you, and of course, as a member of the Turnbull government, we're absolutely delighted to make this incredibly important investment. Thank you.
Julie?
Thank you. On behalf of all our families, we've been fighting for support services and treatment for the last 14 years. I definitely know my two children who passed away from type 1 SMA obviously don't have any benefit from this drug, but I promised them when they died that I would fix it, and today is a massive step forward for me personally and for the association to help those families in the future to be able to have access to the treatment. We're extremely elated and excited to have treatment for these kids beyond today and in the future, and thank you for the Minister and to Biogen and everyone that worked behind the scenes to assist us in our campaign to raise awareness to the government about spinal muscular atrophy in the last couple of years, and we've done it today, so congratulations to our community. Well done.
Well done.
Thank you, Minister. Biogen has been involved in research around spinal muscular atrophy for many years, and today marks a very happy and important milestone in that journey that we've been on. I've spoken to many families over the last few years about the impact that Spinraza can have on their lives, and it's really summed up in the one word of hope. So we're very pleased with today's announcement and very excited about the opportunity for treatment with Spinraza going forward. I'd like to thank Monique and Julie for the great work that they've done in supporting us, and I'd particularly like to thank Minister Hunt and indeed the whole of government for working with us very collaboratively and with a great sense of urgency to make this drug as available as quickly as they have. I'd also like to acknowledge that not everyone that could potentially benefit from Spinraza is receiving treatment as a result of today's announcement, but Biogen is committed to making that possible and will continue to work on that. Thank you.
This is an extraordinarily emotional and happy day, I think, for all of us who are a part of the SMA community. And I'll just very quickly thank Minister Hunt, Chris, Julie, and everyone in this room for working to this end, because this is, as Chris said, this is hope for children with a very difficult, very sad, very tough disease. And this gives us a way forward for effective treatment, and we're very grateful to everyone for their efforts in that regard. Thank you.
Happy to take any questions.
Well, Minister, you described it as a miracle. That's a strong word, but explain to people who may not know anything about the drug and the disease why you've used that particular word.
So this is about giving families hope. It's also about giving treatment to children, and it won't do everything in every case. I think it's very important to say that. But depending on where a child is and which indication of spinal muscular atrophy, it can give them a very, very, very different future from what would otherwise have been the case. I think Monique is probably better placed to give you the real pathology of SMA, but it's a genetic condition, inherited. Most significantly, what that means is that it sees the muscles lose their capacity to function, particularly around the torso, and that can lead to a very, very slow and painful decline. So Spinraza is a way through these challenges, and for many of these children, it's a wonderful day which will transform their lives and transform their futures.
Could we speak to Monique? Is that all right? Would you mind just starting by actually explaining the disease and then talking about how the drug might affect it?
So spinal muscular atrophy is caused by, it's a genetic disorder, and it's caused by, it causes early death of motor nerve cells within the spinal cord. So children with this condition have low muscle tone and weakness, and they experience issues related to the weakness of their breathing muscles and swallowing muscles primarily, and that is life-threatening. In the most severe form, which is spinal muscular atrophy type 1, death is almost invariable within the first 2 years of age. What we've seen with this treatment is that that is no longer the case, and we can effectively treat the weakness and the swallowing and breathing problems in children, particularly with the most severe forms of SMA type 1, but to a lesser degree, children with less severe forms as well.
Does it actually pause the atrophy, or does it just slow the decline?
It essentially slows the decline, but if we give the drug early enough, we can prevent it altogether. And that's probably the next step for treatment. And Minister Hunt has already provided funding through Mackenzie's mission for early prenatal or postnatal testing, genetic testing for SMA, with which we can completely prevent the disease.
All right.
Can I ask a few?
Yes, sure.
Where is the money for all of today's announcements coming from?
So it's part of the budget. Overall, it comes from a combination of a strong economy and careful management of the health budget. We will have been able to invest after today over $8.3 billion in new listings. I think it's about 1,500 drugs in our time in government. That's roughly 31 a month, one a day. And we can only do that by managing the overall budget. But I'm thrilled about the fact that we've done that. We struck an agreement with Medicines Australia a year ago. That returned an extra $1.8 billion to the budget for the listing of new medicines, and this listing delivers on that agreement and delivers on our absolute commitment that if the experts recommend it, we'll list it. Okay, thank you very much.
It's hard to have words to describe what it means. It's everything we've been working towards, and hopefully it gives some improvement to Stephanie's quality of life. Overwhelmed. Relieved, ecstatic, excited. I don't think it'll fully sink in until she has her first treatment and we start to see some results, but at this point it's just so much relief and an anticipation of what the future holds.
Yeah, look, we're really actually quite excited over the announcement. It changes the whole future for us. Where in the past we didn't really know what to expect for the future. Now we know that future has changed. We now have a positive outlook. Even talking to my other family members, just saying that we now have something we can give to Chloe to help her out for the future. Whereas in the past it was kind of like walking aimlessly without any direction. Now we've got a direction. As a father, I mean, our daughter's 10 years old. It's been a 9-year wait. It's hard to describe. There's excitement inside. When you go through a 9-year history, you do sort of, you kind of forget the excitement part. So the excitement has been coming out in the last couple of weeks. We're really anxious to just get involved in it all now and get it to the next level and start being able to see her benefiting from the drug. So it's great.
It means that we can treat all of the children with symptoms before age 3, which is by far the greater proportion of our patient population. We're really excited to be able to go ahead and do this. It's a fantastic opportunity to make a difference to the lives of these children, and we're really looking forward to the opportunity. Come and talk to us, and we'll talk you through the pros and the cons and the difficulties and what it involves. All the children who've received it so far have benefited, and we've had no major problems with the treatment whatsoever, so we're really keen to get going with everybody as soon as possible.
This is the culmination of a journey of many, many years for the company. We're so thrilled that we've been able to make it available to the people who really need it the most. We have a strong commitment that we make the drug available to anyone that stands to benefit from it. We've been talking to the government already about how to do that, and we intend to keep moving forward as fast as we can. Absolutely. We are only here today because of the involvement of the community so far, and we're going to need a lot more community involvement to keep going. Well, make your voice heard and make your needs heard, and we'll be there to support you.
So how was that, guys? We did it. We got the drug Spinraza onto the PBS. What a fantastic achievement. I want to make sure that I thank every single one of you that supported us in the last couple of years to campaign to your federal minister. It's definitely come through, and you can see the fruits of your labour from the announcement today. Congratulations and well done. For those adults who have yet to receive some treatment, please make sure you contact us for the next steps. We really look forward to you standing up and campaigning to get this drug for you in the future. Well done, guys. What a great day for our SMA community.